Here's how I know Oda's writing is on point. I personally do not hate Big Mom or Kaido. I actually like them as characters, particularly Big Mom. She is my woman. And of course, Kaido, the Giga Chad, who doesn't like a good old-fashioned ro every now and then, all right? Kaido's phenomenal. I can't stand Jaygarcia Saturn. I need to see Jaygarcia Saturn get demolished. I need to see Jaygarcia Saturn get absolutely devastated. And at the end of the chapter One Piece, of course, via the scans, Bartholomew Kuma about to set up some of that work in the game. I'm seeing the setup for the fatherly impact, and I like it a lot. Ooh, absolutely, positively. Of course, one hockey-infused punch by Bartholomew Kuma is going to be enough to take down Jaygarcia Saturn permanently. And that's why you have Luffy eating all that food after the quote-unquote Kizaru Uber delivery. But of course, very likely, way more likely, Kaibu did his thing, like what he did in the last arc. Getting the Nika back on his feet is a very smart play, a tremendously smart play. Luffy, I'm hoping, is in a combo with Bartholomew Kuma on Jaygarcia Saturn in the most devastating ways. I need to see a Nika-Nikyu combo. Oh, it just sounds so delectable. Like one of those hidden items on a McDonald's menu, a 5-star restaurant, a Michelin star dish. It just sounds delicious no matter how you slice into it. And if Bonnie gains the willpower to fight again, she could join the combination with some distorted shenanigans, and then you have a party-sized deal with Bonnie, Kuma, and Luffy. Obviously, we all know that Bartholomew Kuma can take the pain out of people and just reflect it out of them. And I wonder if he can do Let's Say for himself and all the pain that he has suffered, potentially over his whole lifetime, but let's just say over the past 2 years. So ever since his mind was wiped when he was fighting against the cats during Marineford, like Ivankov and company, afterwards defending the Sunny Go for 2 some odd years, then being a top-end slave in the Holy Land where you have Rose Wild mounting this dude, pause, that's what happened, and I'm like, yo, hella disrespectful, Sukuna levels of disrespectful. Then, when he is finally free and he's with the Revolution Army, decides to leave, slams head first into the red line, has to deal with all of these guys shooting cannonballs at him, climbs the red line, has to deal with a Kainu, then escapes a Kainu, and then here he is marching all these cannonballs, getting just tagged left, right, and center. Imagine how massive Kuma's pain orb thing would be if he just hit himself. All of his pain, all of his sorrow, Domo Kashu style.
Take this, my love, my anger, and all of my sorrow!
He just took all of his sorrow, pain, anguish, and just went out of his body. It would be titanic. It would be massive, huge. And then, imagine the Nika, full power attack. Get those crumbs off. The food is out of the picture. Now it's nothing but raw physical toon force coming St. Jaygarcia Saturn's way. And he just gets like a Luigi uppercut from Smash Brothers, bro. Give me that sound effect. And this dude with the crazy toon force uppercut gets plummeted into the giant pain sphere orb that Kuma made. Oh yeah, this is my fan fiction. Because I want Jay to suffer. I really want Jay to suffer because Jay is detestable. And whatever comes his way is absolutely warranted, without a damn doubt. And maybe, honestly, probably likely, which is super unfortunate, but maybe Kuma at some point does die in all of this. Though I would like for at least a moment, for Kuma to regain his mind and be cognizant that Luffy is the Nika. And I theorized in my chapter video that what if Luffy's drums of liberation, at least for a moment, or let's say while he's in Gear 5, probably not permanently, but just how that giant robot in the junkyard area, that robot activated after hearing the drums of liberation. What if Kuma's mental state can return to what it once was because of the drums of liberation? He has been liberated from his current predicament. And then you may say that sounds crazy, but Luffy has the potential to be the craziest guy we've seen in Shonen. The dude has an ability that he himself is not fully aware of what he can actually do. That's just a fact. He is a One Piece specific deity, so we'll see soon enough, for damn sure. However, come the end of it all, the question is Jaygarcia Saturn going to live or going to die at the end of this arc? And obviously this ties into the big incident that is going to shock, stun, flabbergast the world, considering the fact that recently Garp got captured by the Blackbeard pirates on Full Outlet Island. Based on the narration, this event on Egget Island, in terms of the global impact and how shocked and stunned the world's going to be, it seems to even supersede Garp being captured on Full Outlet Island, which is obviously crazy as hell. And originally, one of the main options was, okay, it involves Kizaru, where Kizaru would be defeated, and an admiral being defeated like that would, of course, shock and stun the world. However, Kizaru's already gone stun locked, and Bud has come back up. Some folks going as far as say that he was sandbagging the fight against Luffy and was just simply the door dasher. He just whoop, whoop. I give this a 2% chance on my stream. I'm gonna stick to that. But I can't, dude. All right. But the most obvious moment that would shock and stun and flabbergast the world would be the termination, the eradication of one of the highest authorities on the planet, Saint Jaygarcia Saturn, one of the 5 elders. 5 elders become 4 elders, like the Yonko. 4 elders, 4 Yonko. And I understand that a lot of folks want the Goroseis to be the end game villains, let's say for certain characters like Zoro or Dragon and Sabo and so on and so forth. And that is, of course, very, very possible because Imu obviously does have the potential to be the final villain, the final fight for Monkey D. Luffy in the series. So of course, folks like the Gorosei will be safe at that point in time. But at the same time, you do have the God's Knights, which according to Dragon, that's when their true battle begins. It's against the God's Knights. Did a video on them over here, check it out. And the God's Knights, I think, are more likely to have people in their ranks that are stronger than admirals. How many? I'm not really too sure, but I think it's more possible for them, let's say, rather than the Gorosei. If Jay does die, it sets a great precedent moving forward on how the Gorosei can be dealt with, one, because now the option for having Gorosei be involved with future arcs more directly is more plausible. So instead of, let's say, having to deal with them as one big monolith in one arc in the future, in the next 2-3 arcs, you could have other Gorosei be involved in those arcs. 2, obviously, you get Luffy way more in lockstep with the Holy Land, thereby, of course, the Revolutionary Army. And the reasons why he'd be so gung-ho on to, let's say, team up with his father to try and take down the current world order. And this also absolutely forces the Holy Land, Imu and company, to mobilize the God Knights into combat, and also in the process, it gives us some hints as to why the Gorosei and company, why they fear the Nika. Let's say, for example, there's a very good chance here that the Gorosei, the Elders, and Imu, they have some degree of eternal life, but Luffy somehow, some way, with his abilities, can bypass that aspect and actually nix them, actually terminate them. Okay. So now we're understanding here that in some ways, Luffy's ability set does counter whatever they're about. And on that note, we know exactly what the Celestial Dragons and Imu are about. They are the most morally bankrupt cats on the planet. Jay literally saying, well, yeah, I did, give Guinea this disease and yeah, and so on and so forth. But look at it from my perspective. Do you really want to comprehend the feelings of an insect?
Like a demon.
You could get these results if you just beat up Jaygarcia Saturn. So he's still active in the story. He's on a stretcher. He gets rolled out. Imu's upset. At the end of this arc or post-Egget Island, we get an Imu face reveal because either Jay is nixed or in hospice care. He's on a stretcher getting wheeled out. He's done. And Imu's like, all right, now we need to really, now we're gonna activate this thing over Lucia Kingdom a lot more often. But at the same time, when the world finds out what happened to Jaygarcia Saturn, how many more countries are gonna say, yo, hold on, y'all suck, let's defect. Yes, again, it could be he gets beaten up, and that's the end of that. But I really want to see a man get KO'd permanently, bro. I'm cool with that. Absolutely I am, without a doubt. Because the position of the greatest threat the Rogaman has, outside of Emu, doesn't have to be the Gorosei. It can easily be filled in by the Seraphim in the future, and of course, the God Knights, without a damn doubt. A Jaygarcia Tombstone? Rip Bozo? That'd be a lot of screensavers. That'd be a lot of screen backgrounds for damn sure. For damn sure. It would be nigh appalling if this guy walked away scot-free. Oh! If Jaygarcia Saturn walked away scot-free, pitchforks out. Like, get no way, Oda. No shot, Oda. There's a way! He's gonna get something severe. Whatever's coming his way is deserved. I just wanted to be the most severe thing. If he can't die, they make it so that Kuma's pain ball thing stays there indefinitely for like whatever reason, and then he gets trapped in that thing, and so he's in like an endless cycle of pain. Whatever it is, okay? If it can't be death, at least give me that. And if we're all on the same page, then make sure to leave a like, oh absolutely, on this video, subscribe to my channel, and click on that bell to join the notification squad. Let me know your thoughts on the subject matter at hand. Obviously, we'll find out what's going on with Jay and Kuma when the series returns come like the tail end of January, I believe so. So until then, let's give 2024 a big old hug. I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side.
See you. Bye bye.